What is up, guys? As the title says, yes, I think I'm going to be taking a break from PokeMMO, aside from maybe shiny tournaments, so that I don't starve you guys entirely. I'm probably going to be streaming some of the ongoing Smogon suspect tests right now, such as for National Dex and for OU. You guys may have seen a rant video from Smooge or Chief Sosa, but I waited until now because I've been on some serious copium, thinking that there had to be a part 2 and that they wouldn't give us just what we have now, as leaving it on what we have now leaves a pretty bad taste in my mouth. This was my first event ever, so maybe it's an issue with my perspective, but despite doing a lot of it, like, let me preface that I did a little bit of the kids until I decided that I didn't enjoy that gameplay loop. I got the spooky beanie from the swarms from turning in all those Pokemon, and my team was 3% away from being the first people to clear the final Darkrai raid. I just didn't enjoy it very much, which is okay, I guess. I've been told the whole time I've been playing that I picked a bad time to start, because the events are when everything happens. So I was hoping that with the beginning of event season, where they add new stuff to the game, we would get something that would make PvP not as stale as it is. Instead, we got the previously aforementioned unfun, to me, gameplay loops that, according to my viewers, are recycled from previous year's events, aside from Raids Preview Part 2. We didn't even get the full Raids release. Let me just say again, I'm happy for those who are enjoying the event and I don't want to yuck anybody's yum, but I think I can decide that's not for me. We didn't get any new OU relevant mons, except for Scolipede as a niche cool pick that's not going to influence the meta. And you got Golurk No Guard, which can run Dynamic Punch, but I'm not even sure if it's better than Iron Fist, and certainly not relevant. Some of the raids weren't even new hidden abilities. Like, I think that the Alpha Banette and the Alpha Hypno, my chat told me, are both not new. So despite waiting 8 months, we didn't even get all new hidden abilities. And these raids gave hidden abilities so irrelevant that the raid boss didn't even have weak armor, because the devs know that would have been ass. It was overcoat. We get weak armor, which drops your defense if you get hit by a physical attack. No Mandibuzz is using that unless you're playing LC and you have a Volibee, but we don't have LC here. Justified Absol. I think in the Absol raid it actually had Super Luck, which makes sense because that's what everybody uses it with in conjunction with a crit item and Night Slash. I do want to say that I am very happy that we got Scolipede, but it's just not going to make any lasting or impactful OU metagame changes. It's just a fun pick. And that would have been okay maybe if we got a legendary for the end of the event to shake up the OU metagame. But instead, the biggest reward for this event was a 1 to 2 hour rental Darkrai, which we have so many unreleased legendary Pokemon that would have a positive effect on the OU metagame. Pretty much all of them, aside from like the Reggies. Make sure you guys check out the Heatran rant if you haven't. And we also got a Wishing Stone, which players have already had sitting in their inventory since last year's Christmas. So that doesn't feel very good as an IOU, because who knows when that's even going to come. Just getting that when its purpose hasn't even been revealed feels pretty bad. And the final reward for the level 100 Darkrai raid is just items to adjust the IVs of your rental Darkrai. I really truly thought that us getting Reggies this event would be the worst case scenario, but clearly I thought wrong, because I saw the forum post from the devs saying, yeah, we would never add Ubers permanently to the game. And I thought that meant that they would just keep it with the King of the Hill stuff, where they have, I think they have a bunch of Ubers running around, right? Like, I'll see messages pop down here saying someone caught an Uber or whatnot. So I thought That's what that meant, not that they were going to spend what I assume are limited resources based off of the amount of content we get, making a Darkrai summoning orb. And they implied on the forums that they're going to use the Mystic Watch mechanic more for future rental legendaries. And it's just like, oh, well, that's great. I wonder when we are going to get a legendary that we can actually keep and use in the game. And I'm happy for those that are excited by the ability to have a Rent a Darkrai. For those who are satisfied with the final reward here, I'm happy for you. But for those waiting and praying for some change to the OU metagame as still as it is, it's really a slap in the balls to get a 1 hour a week legendary as well as no new hidden abilities for OU. Scolipede speed boost, as fun as it is, I don't think will be a lasting OU mon. And as I said previously, not very impactful. They also, despite this being the first update we've had in ages, they didn't fix the random battles bug where you have level 56 Rotom, Wormadam, and 50 Rotom because these Pokemon pay the price of their of the sins of their brethren. Like only the base Wormadam and the base Rotom get de-leveled, which is why you see all these Rotom fans have a crazy high win rate. They did give us turn counters, which is awesome. I feel bad for the people who have played for so long that had to wait 13 years for turn counters for, like, I think they added turn counters for weather, they added turn counters in the chat. And I really do think that I'll be thankful for that when I do hop back on PokeMMO and I play some tournaments. But the list of things to be grateful for feels kind of short. You know, the PvP rewards are still bad, still getting Inner Focus D-Knights and Overgrowth Superiors. They told us, for those who don't know, Art of Killing made a fantastic forum post kind of laying out the inconsistencies with communication between the devs themselves and the tiering council, like what we get told by both of them. He made a big post showing all the nerfs that Gallade had, like 1.5 to 1.3, and then it got buffed up to like 1.4 and 1.5 for no reason. For anyone who hasn't checked out the post, I'd recommend it very highly because they said, oh, we're gonna buff Gallade back up to 1.5x boost with sharpness because we are going to add Gallade answers in raids. Here we are, raids. Now, I know this isn't the final release, but man, I really thought we were going to get like at least Cresselia or something and have them thinking that was a Gallade answer or like hidden ability Slowbro. But we didn't get anything at all. And so when Art of Killing made this post, they decided, I guess we did say that, but we didn't do that. So instead they said, okay, we'll open up a thread so people can, so I guess the tiering council can vote to ban sharpness on Gallade. Which, I mean, I understand that Gallade is overbearing, but it just sucks to... I think most players would rather have more checks added to these Pokemon. And even though I agree that Sharpness Gallade is overbearing, I think stuff like Hurricane Zapdos and... what am I thinking? Contrary Superior, of course, the two big ones that we need Heatran for. I think those are more overbearing than Gallade. It's definitely a problem, and I'm grateful in a way that... what are you guys posting? What were you guys posting in my chat? YouTube, if you see this comment, Spidget looks like Gecko Moria. If you guys got this far into the video, you guys can comment Spidget looks like Gecko Moria. You guys can also comment your thoughts on everything I've laid out. If you think I'm just a baby and you're happy to see me go, that's fine. Maybe I'm just wrong. I'm interested in seeing the opinions of all of you guys. If you're happy with the Ren and Darkrai, if you guys are also as unsatisfied as me, I welcome you guys all to, you know, try out National Dex or OU alongside me when I start streaming them. I mean, I am happy that Gallade is getting looked at, but again, I really do wish that they would have just added checks instead. So it does feel bad that they'd rather take away Sharpness Gallade than add Pokemon. So yeah, that's about it. Comment down your thoughts below if you got this far. Leave a like on the video. Stream, you guys can say goodbye to the YouTube VOD, say hello to myself watching this in the future. Maybe comment down below stuff you want to see when I'm cutting back from PokeMMO. Much love to all you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night, depending on when you watch this. And peace out.